Yes, hi, I'm Karen Bonadillo, and I'm the vice chairwoman of the newly formed West Side Republicans in Los Angeles, formed and inspired because of Senator McCain. We just love you. We absolutely love you. My question is this. I'm very concerned. I come from a military family. Everyone in my family in the Marine Corps, sister, mother, dad. And I'm concerned about the overseas military votes not being counted, and I was shocked in the 2008 presidential election. At least 1/4 of the votes were never counted, and I can't even, it just really upsets me about that. There is a new bill that has been introduced, Senator, I guess it was about 2 weeks ago, the McCarthy-Cornyn bill, yes. Which will make it mandatory that instead of 3 weeks for the count, it will be 4 days. And I think it's important we have these brave men and women serving our country overseas for our freedom and the freedom of everybody in the world. This has got to change. I hope, Meg, can I call you Meg?
Yes.
Yes. I hope that you would support this because it affects all the states and we've got to make a change. And I know, Senator, I know you would too. We love you.
Thank you. Oh, you're right. And one of the sad parts about it is that those men and women that were furthest away had the least opportunity. So we have to fix that between now and the next election. You can't ask young men and women to serve our country and then somehow, because of bureaucratic red tape, they be deprived of their most fundamental rights. So we thank you for bringing it up. We will continue to pursue that. Thank you.
The gentleman in the blue shirt in the back.
Meg, will you support legislation to reassert our 10th Amendment rights as a state? Because essentially, in deference to you, Senator, I either want Meg and our legislature spending my money, or I want you and Harry and Nancy spending my money. And frankly, I think Meg and our legislature is going to do a better job.
I think it might be a close call, but I might agree with you.
Well, let me talk about spending more. Spending is one of, it's fascinating, as I have been involved in this now. People have a point of view that there's only two things that one can do here. One is either cut services or increase taxes. This is simply wrong. It is just wrong. We can save money by making our government far more efficient and far more effective. I think one of the things we have to do is we have to prioritize. The most important role of government is actually public safety, public safety, public safety. Our teachers are also incredibly important. And so we have to say, what is the most important thing we must do with the monies we have, and how do we do it more effectively? And I am a big believer. You can actually see what's gone on over the last week since those propositions were defeated. You can see actually all of a sudden people are starting to understand maybe there is another way here, and that it isn't just cut teachers and raise taxes. So I think that is absolutely the way forward here. So thank you for that.
I think that the best government is the government that's closest to the people. And that's why, for example, I'd like to see every time that you fill up your gas tank that those taxes remain, most of them, in California, and in Arizona remain in Arizona, rather than going to Washington and then washing around there and then coming back, less of it coming back than was sent there. It's your money. It's your money to build the highways and the freeways and the bridges and the light rail and all those things. Why should it have to be sent to Washington, D.C. and then sent back to you if it's your tax dollars?
So I'm sorry, I think we have time for one more question. So this is a hard one. So right there in the back.
Meg, I think it's great that somebody of your caliber is running. I'm in the IT industry too, so I'm thrilled to see that somebody like you are running. Here's my question. When a state loses its economic dynamism, which is what California was always known for, and a state like Texas picks it up, once that shift occurs, there's a point beyond which you cannot recover it, okay? My fear, and that of a lot of people that I read, Wall Street Journal, Fortune magazine, believes that that has already happened in this state, okay? And the Sunrise State is a state like Texas. What is your opinion?
So I don't think we have reached that tipping point yet. Californians are resilient, Californians are tough, and I think we can change fundamentally the direction of this state in terms of its willingness to be business friendly. Let me make a couple of observations here. One is, once jobs leave this state, they don't come back, because they get to Arizona or Texas and it's easier to do business. Regulation isn't strangling small business. Taxes are lower. So what we have to do is we have to stop those jobs from leaving first and foremost. I'm very worried about our green technology industry. We are the leader in green technology jobs, and we have to stay the leader because we're the innovation capital of the world, and this is, in fact, the next generation of innovation. But you know what? We're not alone. Governor Ritter in Colorado wants those jobs, and so does Governor Perry in Texas. Do you know that the third most important city with the third largest number of green jobs in the entire United States of America is Houston, Texas? And what he's done is he said Texas isn't the oil state, Texas is the energy state. And he wants those jobs, and we can't let Texas have them. So we're going to have to stand up and defend those jobs, be the very best place to do business, and defend every single job. We're at risk of losing the dairy industry to Amarillo, Texas. We can't let that happen. So I'm afraid we're out of time. John and I will come through the audience and say hello to you personally in a bit here. I just want to say thank you so much for coming today. I know everyone has lots of things to do. It's a busy time and it's a tough time for people. People are suffering. So the fact that you came out this morning means a great deal to me, and I know a great deal to Senator McCain. So thank you so much for coming. And he wants to say something.
Can I just say, my friends, I think in straight talk, these are tough times in California. These are tough times in Arizona. They're tough times in our nation. There's people right here today who will give ample testimony to that. It's a time where we need the kind of leadership that will restore the greatness of this state and America. California leads the nation in many, many respects. If you want to look at high tech, you want to look at agriculture, you want to look at entertainment, you look at many, many areas. And the leadership of the state of California matters to Arizona and the nation. This will be a seminal election coming up. And I admit that it's early on. But get on with us in communication, work for us. It's just got to be a grassroots campaign. I intend to be over here as much as I can to help this good, decent, brilliant, charismatic leader. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting this truly great American. The next governor of the state of California, Meg Whitman.